Okay, so this is a little impromptu, but I'm uploading daily this week and hopefully forever now.
Yeah, hi. I'm on my match in the dark. 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 I'm on my match in the
I found a video that's kind of old. It's really old, but it's definitely gonna be interesting to watch. We're gonna jump right into that. Okay, so I found a video on a place called the Handsome Her Cafe or something like that, and basically feminists decided, we don't really like working at all. But we will open up a coffee shop just to show people what it's like to pretend like you're hated. So not only is it a cool video, but it does help me keep a promise I made you guys a while back on my first Minecraft video, I think, where I said if this thing hits 6 likes, which I think hit like 10 or 12, I can't remember, but I gave a like range and said if it hits this, I'll make a video on my political opinion, and this encompasses a good portion of it. So, those liberal jokes, it's about to come full circle.
1 week out of every month we have an 18% premium for men.
Okay, real quick want to throw in here. If this were in the US, this would be totally legal. Charging men more? Like that's not okay. If in the US we were like, oh, we're gonna charge women 18% more, we would literally get like shut down immediately. But this is in Australia, and I don't know what the laws are like in Australia. Anyone in Australia watching this, just leave whatever it is down in the comments. Don't leave an opinion in the comments. That'll just get heated. Just like, is this legal in Australia?
Which is the same amount as the gender pay gap.
Okay, so right away they're obviously targeting that feminist group, which I mean, if you really think about it, isn't that big of a group, so I don't know why you would target that group. I guess they're not really trying to make a profit because they're not good at business. They're feminists. They don't know the first thing about business, probably. But, they're targeting feminists by using these terms like the gender pay gap, which doesn't really exist, but that's on a different video. No, I wouldn't pay extra. Actually, I'd probably just sue you. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, or at least tell you I would sue you. Again, I've got a problem with this clip. It's not the first part. It's not the whole like, oh, it's a vegan cafe. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with being vegan as long as you're still eating healthy, and not just gaining 20 pounds a week. It's the second part where it says made by women, which is fine. Run a business. Please do. We need more women to run businesses. But it's the part that says for women. You can't discriminate like that. That's not okay. Like, it's not fair.
I think it's fair.
It's not fair. It's not. Just don't even try to argue that. It's not fair. Like, you're telling men they have to pay 18% more. That's not fair. I mean, this is very backwards.
I think it's fair if you think about the world and the gender inequality that we have.
Hey, I mean, show the evidence, and I'll look into it. Like, I've looked into it. I've never found evidence of a pay gap. I have seen that, less women work than men, and there's the gap, or they work less hours, or, get less done. But that's other things. Or they take maternity leave. That's 6 months compared to us guys. We have, 2 weeks on average? There's a reason there's a difference there. It's not just because we're discriminating against women. That's not happening.
Yeah, considering that there is it's a fairly unequal pay gap between men and women. Even though there is supposedly equal pay, it doesn't really equate out there.
Okay, first off, we're just gonna play a little game. We're gonna see who doesn't belong in this cafe. There's all the girls walking around, with dyed hair, or they weigh 300 pounds. No, not 300. Sorry, 600 pounds. And then there's this old guy here. We're gonna something isn't matching up quite right. But I mean, again, his points, there isn't really a pay gap. They make the same per hour they work. It's all right here. Like, it's all here. You know, screw it. Here's the research that they took. This is what they looked at and said, hey, that definitely, looks like a pay gap, and just ran with it. It's not a pay gap. Just read the entire thing. Did you see that part right there? That was the important part. That's the part that lets them get away with this and tries to convince people like me that it's fine. But I'm not convinced. I still think it's not okay. It's just legal, unfortunately.
People aren't comfortable with paying it, or men don't want to pay it. We're not going to kick them out the door. Like, it's just a good opportunity to do some good.
Again, yes, legal, but wrong. Honestly, I'm gonna be quite blunt, like I have been for the first half of this video. I don't like it. I think it should be shut down. It probably has been shut down by now, but I haven't liked this since the day I found out about it. This is why feminists are so toxic, man. It frustrates me.
Yeah. Hi. I'm on my match in the dark. 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 I'm on my match in the dark.